Good evening and welcome to the second episode of Rangers Reborn. With me, my second save and my dual save alongside the homecoming with Newcastle United to Rangers. So, I recently updated you and I've only played 3 games since then, and I'm going to show you those games that I've actually played. As you know, we played Turriff in the Cup, then we went 1-1, disappointing draw, at home to Queen of the South. We went and beat Livingston 1-0 away at Almondvale, as it used to be known, a double by Martin Waghorn. Then we drew 1-1 again with Morton, a 92nd minute equaliser for Morton, David Templeton, who's been crying for a game, over Andy Halliday, scoring in that game. Now, there's only been 3 games since the update, but I've had a few requests to watch me play a game live, and what better game to play in the Petro Training Cup final against Annan. A chance to win some silverware at the National Rugby Stadium, Murrayfield in Edinburgh. So I thought, go for it, let's play this game and see how I got on. So here we are, it's cup final day. Not much at stake, probably means a lot more to Annan than myself. My board are not really that interested in winning the trophy. But of course, as we know, all silverware is there to be won. So we'll go to the team selection and see who will play. This is how we lined up last game. Cammy Bell has now been put between the sticks. That's because a long-term injury to Wes Forderingham. We've probably got a strongest team right now, but I'm going to take a small risk and I'm going to play Ryan Hardy, the young kid that I've got a lot of hopes for. He hasn't started too many games, but he scored a few goals, and I'm going to start him and keep Adil Nabi as a super sub if I need him. Now, the punishment for Kenny Miller getting sent off against Morton, which I conceded a late winner against, is dropped to the bench. He's getting on now, he's not really worth much. Probably let him go at the end of the season. We will put Danny Wilson in, probably our best defender in, for Rob Kiernan, who will drop to the bench in place of the young goalkeeper Robbie McGrory. And I'd say we're pretty much ready to play the game. These guys have probably been in the reserves most of the season now. I'm giving Ross Lyon a chance in the team ahead of Zelalem, because Lyon, of course, will be there full term, long time. So this is how we're going against Annan. If we don't win, I'll be very disappointed. I expect us to win. We're by far the clear favourites. Too much quality for this team, and their best player, Nick Finn, is missing from their team. The first time both, I believe, clubs have been in the final, so hopefully we'll win it. Martin Waghorn, as you can see down the bottom, 16 goals in 22 games, is our key man, and Blair Curry is their key man. Send the assistant to the chat. So Annan are line up 4-5-1. They're going to try and pack the midfield, leaving a sole man up front, which should be pretty comfortable for us to deal with. So we'll mark him tight, close him down, and we'll also close down the goalkeeper and the fullbacks of the opposite team. Alexander McQueen, I think a former Tottenham player, possibly, and Pat McGeechan. So assertively, I expect them to come back with the trophy. As usual, there's always one or two switched off, and this time it's Cammy Bell. Let's hope my goalkeeper doesn't have the worst of games, and I want to see a good performance from my strikers. I expect one from Martin Waghorn, Ryan Hardy. 3 goals and 1 assist in 13 Premier or Championship games. Only 2 starts though. So just before we play, I will change the match to 2D. But we'll go 2D Classic. And the reason for this is, guys, because when you're watching 3D on YouTube or at all, it doesn't really show that well, it doesn't show very clear. Now, I will have the goals being shown, but for just now, I'm just going to play it like this, and you will see the goals if there is any. So we kick off, and Jason Holt looks to put the ball forward pretty quickly. Fraser Aird has been quite a good player, the Canadian international. So Annan with the ball, given away to Jason Holt. Hardy comes deep, he's playing as the poacher, and he gives it to Holt, the advanced playmaker. The box-to-box midfielder from County Beath, Lewis Milne with the ball. and Lee Wallace loses it down the wing, playing as the inverted wing back. Free kick to our team. Martin Waghorn brought down. James Tavernier will take a strike at this, no doubt. And it looks like he hit the bar there, or it was saved and went out for a corner. Karamura knocks over from that corner. It's a free kick from Annan. Blocked. Martin Waghorn. Can he play it forward? No, put out play. Early doors yet, only 7 minutes in, and all players are on a 6.7 average. Corner from Lewis Milne. Back to Lewis Milne from Fraser Aird. Lee Wallace. David Templeton. Goal! Fraser Aird, the Canadian, 5th goal season. Get in there. Well done, young man. So, Wallace plays it into Templeton. The Templeton shot spilled by the goalkeeper. Fraser Aird taps it in like a poacher would do, and we take the lead 1-0 in the Petrofac Training Cup. Danny Wilson's picked up a knock. We will get him pulled off. He is our best player. We can do with him for the league rather than this cup. Rob Kiernan being rock solid. He will come in. Another corner from Lewis Milne, and it's a goal kick to Annan. Confirmation of the change there. Rob Kiernan on, Danny Wilson off. Like for like replacement, both very good at this level, this standard. Fraser Aird bomb down the wing. Can he look to cross in for Hardy? Great play by Aird. Couldn't finish it by Hardy. Rob Kiernan with the ball at the halfway line. Jason Holt, the advanced playmaker, coming deep. The box-to-box midfielder. Lee Wallace with the cross in. Can he put it in? Jason Holt. Lewis Milne. Saved by Blair Curry, the key man of Annan Athletic. Quite dominant. 11 shots to Annan's 2. 5 on target, none on target for Annan. We're quite comfortable just now. Getting a lot of the ball. Annan barely even been in our half. This is probably advanced forward as they've actually been. Kieran takes the ball from Flynn, but gives it straight back. Aird with the ball. Templeton, who's coming in quite centrally actually, as the inside forward I think he's playing, or is he playing as the winger? Fraser Aird with his second goal of the game, 2-0, 6th of the season. Now either Aird or Templeton are playing as an inside forward because they're coming in centrally. I can't remember which one. I think it's Templeton, but it would have looked like Aird there because they'd already cut in and scored that goal. So 30 minutes gone, 2-0 up in the Training Cup Petrofac final. As you can see, I'm not overly exaggerated. You've seen me celebrate cup finals before with my Sporting Lisbon save and other games, but they actually meant something big. They were like the FA Cup of their league. This is the Petrofac, the Mickey Mouse Cup. Doesn't mean a great deal, but I got requested to show myself playing a game, talking about it, live commentary, and that's what I'm doing. So no better game to pick than this early on in the season. It's only November, so we've got a long way to go till the end of the season. A lot of games in the Cup's been played. As you know, we've only lost once in total this season. That was in the quarter-final of the Scottish League Cup to Dundee United at home, where Aidan Connolly absolutely destroyed us. Good young player. Lewis Milne on the edge of the box. Blair Curry saves. Very dominant. He's getting a lot of the ball, Lewis Milne. My big signing, 700k from Cowdenbeath, young Scotsman. And we are dominating here, 17 shots to 2 still. Annan not getting much involved here. As you expect, big club like Rangers, dominant. And it should really be routine from now on. And that is 3-0. David Templeton, both wide men getting goals in the cup final. As you can see, Fraser Aird, instrumental again. Actually very poor defending from Annan, but what did you expect at this standard? Pretty comfortable. An 8.9 from Aird so far with 1 assist and 2 goals. Tell you what, it'd be a lot more if Blair Curry wasn't in goals. 20 shots, 12 on target. Pretty dominant. Is there anything I need to change? Probably bring Ryan Hardy off. He's only 49% in condition, so I'll bring him off. Calmly tell him I'm pleased, because I am. Pretty routine stuff now. I'm not sure who to bring on. Adil Nabi, because he's got loads of pace and he should get goals, or I don't know, a swan song for Kenny Miller. I think I'll go with what the Rangers fans themselves would do and bring on Kenny Miller. Adil Nabi I'll probably get on later, or possibly Ross Lyon. I'm not sure, because I like to give the youngsters a game. That's why I started Ryan Hardy. But not much to say so far. It's pretty comfortable. Just after the halfway mark, Templeton and Aird pulling the strings. Lewis Milne also involved. And look how advanced Lee Wallace is. Absolutely dominant, spending most of his game in the opposite half. As is James Tavernier. And a great ball in from Aird. Looked like it had been saved from Templeton's shot. Templeton again. And Blair Curry yet again with the ball. 23 shots to 3. 63% possession. Absolutely dominant. And I'd probably expect us to go and score another goal or two, to be honest. That's a good chance. Probably Annan's best chance from Brady there. Getting their fourth shot and still not on target. You can't get on target, you got no chance. This game's over pretty much, I'd say, boys. Not much to do, nothing really needing tweak, to be honest. It's quite comfortable the way it is. I'm going to make a final substitution. I'd like to bring on Naby, but because I'm a guy that likes to bring in the youngsters, Ross Lyon can come on for Temple, and I'm leaving Fraser Aird on because I want to see him get a hat-trick. And Kenny Miller, the legend, the Scottish legend, first goal of the season, believe it or not, because he's been injured for a long time, for about 3 months, and then he was suspended. A poacher's goal, a Kenny Miller goal, a goal of a retired player. So we will tell him to attack. We'll look to get Fraser Aird his goal. I'm going to change the instruction to exploit right flank, because that's where Fraser Aird is, and I'd like to see him get a hat-trick. Make it a memorable day for him, his family and his friends. Martin Waghorn through, and he makes it 5. I wondered when he was going to pop up. It's not often he goes a game without scoring. 17 of the season, 17 and 23. A decent goal, putting in the bottom right and very comfortable. Good performances from a few players here. Lee Wallace, the captain, getting 2 assists and a 9 average so far. So I'm pretty happy with that. As you said, guys, this was routine. It was nothing special. I'm not playing this to say, look, this is me. There was nothing much needing tweaked. I was never ever going to lose this game. Now, if I end up getting to a cup final, say against Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, Dundee United, then yes, you're going to see me tweaking and changing things all the way through. But this is Annan. I'm Rangers. The very first season is pretty routine. You're going to go up. If you don't, you should be sacked. You're going to win the Petrofac Cup. If you don't, you should be sacked. It's the second season. The purpose of this is a bit of fun because we're coming to the end of Football Manager 2015. And the purpose of this really was to show you how I got on. This is how I talk through a game, but you'll probably see me more excited. Say I'm playing Celtic, you will hear me cheering, you will hear me ranting, raving, roaring, shouting at the Football Manager screen, the game, the players. But you requested this, so I thought I would do it. Why not? It's just one game. So hopefully if we get a big one coming up, I don't know, maybe draw a top team. I played Dundee United. I probably could have played that if it was requested beforehand. So yeah, we will see the average position of James Tavernier, which is close to the halfway line, and Lee Wallace. He was quite centrally, as you can see, as the inverted wing back. That's where he really should be. I'd like to see passes. I'm very interested in passes. I always am, for some reason. Jason Holt got 57 complete out of 70. And Martin Waghorn got 19 out of 22. 4 key passes from Lewis Milne and Lee Wallace each. Lee Wallace had a really good game, actually. And yeah, so man of the match with a 9.5 average, as you'd expect, was Fraser Aird. 33 shots to 4, none on target for Annan, 20 on target from Zell. Blair Curry, a 5.7 for Blair Curry. Very harsh, very harsh. That's because he conceded 5 goals, but he did play better than that. and he was pretty decent. He kept it down to 5, to be honest. 57% possession. It was more than that quite late on, actually. Must have got changed near the end. But yeah, so that's been a short play, 15-minute play of a game, so hopefully we can draw Celtic or someone, and you can see me back with a bit more fire in my belly, a bit more passion. But next season's where we're looking to get promoted, and then hopefully challenge for a Europa League spot. Obviously Celtic should be winning for the opening season or two, then challenge them. Probably third season I'll be hoping to challenge for the title in the SPL or win it, and see the mighty Gers back in the Champions League. This is Rangers Reborn, just a short update and a Let's Play game against Annan in the Petrofac Training Cup final. We've wrapped up the first pieces of silverware by the 26th of November. Thank you for watching Rangers Reborn episode 2.